this life could be.
I'm
doing it this way.
Oh my God.
Trying to get the best option.
Upside down works, doesn't it?
No. It's Saturday morning. Happy Saturday morning. It's
Thank
Friday
you for
morning
that.
For us.
Seabird. And happy Friday to everybody. How is everyone doing? We got Ohio and Canada, Manchester.
Oh, Law, what is happening? Oh, God. I just didn't even look at myself before I came on. Sorry.
You can look at me.
I was...
I'm the bald guy.
Yeah, you're a bald guy. Only place you are bald is on your head. We have a Manscaped appointment tonight.
We do?
Yes.
We do. We might have a Manscaped appointment.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you saw today's video. It was the new Manscaped ad came out. I hope you like it.
Manouche, I went. This was a freaking nightmare to go to today. Hi guys. Hi Sarah. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I remember the movie. Beetlejuice, 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 but
I don't know what a wife means.
I don't know.
Where's your lollipop? Oh, there was a lady on there named
I got your lollipop.
There was a lady on there named Bevy. Poor Bevy. Poor Bevy. Bevy.
Bevy or Betty?
Bevy.
No.
Well, her name was Bev.
I enjoyed a lot of the comments.
But I called her Bevy, and I said, "Oh, Bevy." She said, "We could have done without your wife and the lollipop." And I said, "Oh, Bevy, it's called humor."
We did half of them without the lollipop, but I added the lollipop. I thought the lollipop was better. I thought it added a little something to the video.
And then she came on the bottom, and she said something rude, and
That
she was
was
like, "That sounds gross."
Yeah, I got a lot. It was funny.
Yes, Manouche.
What I really enjoyed were the people that come on and say things like, "God, I really love your content. I love your content and your dad and your thoughtful poetry." And then this.
And then somebody,
oh my God.
Somebody said,
"We can't do anything to."
What does this have to do with dementia?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It has nothing to do with dementia.
Obviously. And our channel is not based on dementia. It's based on
we know
everything.
We are talking about ball. We're talking about ball care. Ball care is very important, guys. Extremely important.
Balls.
And what's really more important? You know what balls do, right? But without balls, humanity would end, right? How would you produce children? Balls are the single most important organ in the world, because yes, women have the eggs, but those eggs are useless unless they are inseminated or fertilized. Unless they're fertilized.
YouTube awards.
Unless they're fertilized, eggs are worthless. So balls, you need to take care of balls. The future of humanity, the ongoing human species is dependent upon ball care, and it's just. People don't think about it very often, but where would we be without balls? We'd be a much smaller, we would just die off. I need to say homes. Homes, what does that mean? Is it homes? Tracy, you never know what you're going to walk in on when you come into one of our lives. You never, ever, ever know. It's just, that's just
We are crossing the pube road because that road, shit. The pube, it's funny, and we always talk about sex. I especially talk about sex, ball care, vagina care. I talk about everything in between. So we will not sell ourselves to the devil, but we will sell fun shit.
In fact,
and manscaping is fun shit.
But we're getting some...
And it fucking fits our shit.
Somebody did ask about vag smell. We are kind of one-sided. Maybe that's an opening. Maybe there's something that's necessary. I'm not up on all the... I know there's not a lot of grooming going on down there except for just wax or whatever. I don't even know what you guys do, but... Shave, you got...
You did? Let me know how you like it.
Laser. Is my wife single? How about, is the girl next to you single? When you say, is your wife single? The good crook. The good crook. It is a good question, but
Everything in between. Y'all's got to get the ass too. And
Tommy,
the
you know, the regular razor, if you want to shave it all off, that's good. But if you want to, like,
I don't like
give
a
yourself
bald.
a Brazilian,
I don't want a bald man. I like a little hair.
a little stubble.
I like. I like a little, you know.
I'm not sure.
I like a little hair.
I'd like to know.
I like a little trim.
I mean, it's funny. She likes a little hair if she sits next to her bald husband.
No,
I don't
down
know if
below.
Oh.
Obviously, I can't put hair
No
in your
problems
head.
with hair down there. What are our plans for the weekend? We are going to get spelled again. Mark's going to come back and give us a couple hours, so we'll go out and have another date night this weekend, tomorrow at some point. A little peach fuzz.
We are so different.
Moneymaker, I don't know why the Giants didn't get him. I mean, maybe because he already lives in LA, you know, he's playing with the Angels, but
I've reached your limit.
that really did bother me
What?
that he went to the freaking
Good
of
man.
all teams, the Dodgers. I mean, that's like,
Goodman, everybody can manscape. You don't have to feel left out, Goodman. I'll send you a discount code.
dsal20. 20% off.
Just
and
for you, Goodman.
free shipping.
Just for you, Goodman. I'll give
Oh,
you
we
that
got
code.
we got Mama G. Mama G, you know, I would be thinking Mama G, that G stands for giant. It's not Mama D 417, it's Mama G, Mama Giant. Maybe that was just a typo and you meant to put Go Giants.
Thank you, Cindy.
My dad is not sleeping, he is still eating his thing. Now I heard Posey, the Hall of Fame catcher, came out and said that
Thanks,
might be an
Logan.
issue. I mean,
Thank you, Melanie.
I don't know many Major League Baseball players that live in areas where there's problems,
I
but
don't really know what I'm getting the kids for Christmas.
and I mean,
because
what about
they-
all the other big cities?
they
You know,
did their own shopping.
they're all pretty bad. In LA,
I just gave them the money.
man.
There's what come in pink or purple. No, but they should.
What?
They should do that, Linda. If you're talking
What? So
about
that everyone can know.
manscaping,
Oh.
I was getting there.
All right. Well, people want to know.
Don't rush me.
I would never rush you, although you seem to like to rush me.
Well, yeah, because you were
All
you
the
were
time.
fiddle fucking around today. When I was like, "Are you coming?" Yeah, I'll come. And then you just were walking like.
I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm going to be 15 seconds. Too much time. I'm out of here.
KIA
KIA. Campgrounds
Incorporated.
of America.
And they should. I'm going to talk to Manscaped about that. We need to talk to them. They need to have colors, just in case the woman wants to buy one for herself.
I think Manscaped should have
A female line.
They should.
They should have a vagina.
I think so, especially with the smell. I mean, that's critical, guys. It's critical. I think that they should be, you know, that they should have that. It should be an equal opportunity, an equal gender opportunity. I think that we'll have to make it easily a subsidiary.
We would never take Ed to a chiropractor. No.
And my dad had back surgery, so he had a lot of he had some stuff going on, some discs that
Goodman.
were molded together. So he's not a candidate for physical therapy or chiropractic, really. There is a lot of drinking. I'm gonna drink at least 2 beers on this live.
Yes.
User, at least 2.
And let's think about all the other people that are drinking with us. So yes, there's a ton of drinking.
I mean, I think we're picking up the alcohol industry. We are.
We are.
We should be sponsored by Smirnoff or by Seagram's or Bud or Coors.
These are not readers. These are
No,
really
we have to
classics.
sell.
How many of
we
you
have
are
not
drinking?
graduated into
How
that.
many of you are drinking right now? Raise your hand because there is a shit ton of drinking
I
going
am.
on.
It's
there.
Friday night. I'm.
Or the
I'm having my
Fern.
beer.
The Fern or the
Fern later.
Let that person know that you're
I got
drinking
Nick
too.
Cage vibes. The good Nick Cage or the bad Nick Cage? The guy that was the tax evader or the actor in like the, you know, where he steals the Declaration of Independence? Because those are good movies.
So yes, we have a shit ton of people right now drinking. You are right about that.
Your hair is tickling me.
7 and 7? I have not had a 7 and 7. Tequila and Fern. Ooh, be careful.
8
Hi,
bushels
Dylan.
to go. Florida Beach, that's okay. It's okay not to drink too. It was absolutely
You don't
okay.
have to drink. I'm just.
I've gone. I mean, it was a tough adjustment for me going from
Ultras.
drinking
Ugh.
heavy to where I am today. It was a tough adjustment, and I made the adjustment much quicker than my wife did. Not that that's a bad thing. You are younger than me, so I slowed down first. Danielle, what's your favorite wine? Savagina Araca Blue?
A Savagina?
Savagina.
What'd you say?
I said Sauvignon Blanc
You
Blue.
said a Savagina.
I don't know what they're called. I know
That's a
there's
new
red
word.
and white, but when you get into the actual varieties of the grapes and stuff, you lose me.
He just said.
I just know hops.
Savagina. A Sauv Blanc is fine. Yeah, a Sauv Blanc.
The Kendall, my dad's eating. He's about 5. I just heard him ding his thing here. How you doing up in Georgetown? That's up in the mountains between
What's a Gavi de Gavi? Is that a
Placerville
brand?
and Auburn.
What's a Salty Gina? Ooh, do tell.
Ooh, a salty Gina.
A Pinot Grigio, Dr. Papa Giorgio.
How about that Sideways movie when the guy's, I'm not drinking. What was it? He wouldn't drink. I'm not drinking any whatever the hell.
China.
I don't
Hi,
remember what
Dustin.
it is. Apparently some wine is so
Hi,
bad that they won't drink it in the movie Sideways.
Danny wants to know.
Paul
when,
Giamatti.
no, not Giamatti.
Giamatti.
Danny wants to know when the tutorial is.
The ball spray tutorial?
No, when your manscaping tutorial is happening because he's going to be there. He's paying.
Well, I mean, I could do
Oh,
that.
good.
That would be a. I mean, people
Hi,
are
Karen.
already
I
complaining
know.
about our saucy,
I
you
don't
know,
like
just
it, no.
commercial. If I actually did a tutorial,
Jennifer has her last
holy
final.
moly.
Dan.
What?
Her last final. 1 more hour.
Who?
Jennifer.
Congratulations, Jennifer.
Silver procedure.
Why she chose to text us during a live
You
again.
want
My own daughter. My own daughter doing it. Paul is good in the holdovers. I didn't see the holdovers, Kay, but I definitely do like his. I like the movies that he's in. He picks good movies and he's very good in them. Do you
Ciroc.
drink-
No, I've never even tried it, Hernandez. I've never even had. Ciroc. Is that Sean Puffy Combs thing? Drink?
P. Diddy?
Yeah.
Um,
Ciroc. I think he does one of those or something.
when I go to wineries, I go, do you guys have any beer? And then they look at me, I get the look. I mean,
Not
I go
anymore.
in and I completely screw up the whole winery vibe.
Thanks,
They're
Liam.
talking about the grapes and
Thank
they're talking about the
Helps.
weather and we picked them
It's really
early and
good.
we,
I've never had that.
you know, we have a blend between this grape and that grape and I'm all, do you have Bud? Do you have Coors? I mean, what do you got? What do you got for me?
This is an ultra. They have another ultra, but this is like the.
This
first
is my watch, nothing. No, I got no watch. I
Hannah-
can't afford a watch.
Yeah. You bought a watch. It's brand new.
I bought a
and-
watch and you had it resized to fit
No,
you.
I did not.
I bought one
your
expensive
Apple
watch my whole life.
Your Apple Watch you just bought like a year ago
That's because
is
I
still
can't
sitting
figure the
there and
frickin'
it's
thing
brand
out.
new. So.
Because I can't, it doesn't work. I can't get it to tell me how much I slept. I know that watch almost got smashed into the wall 1,000 times. It is not. I mean, for Apple, it's tough. You know, it's tough to work.
No, it's really not.
We've been married for 20 some odd years, 25, 26 years, going on 27. I'm drinking a Coors Banquet, which by the way,
Lag.
not that anyone cares, but I do not, big fan of Coors or Coors Light, but Coors Banquet ain't too bad.
Shots.
You got 100 acres in Santa Maria.
Shot.
That sounds like a nice place.
Shot. Everybody.
Our anniversary is, I'll tell you this because she
my
probably
hormone
forgot.
therapy is birth control.
Let me figure out what she's saying there. You mean your hormone therapy is not having sex, or what do you mean by birth control? Oh, you take birth control. Never
Because
mind.
they
My
give
mind went somewhere.
they give hormone therapy, which is estrogen, to women going through the change, but I'm on the birth control pill, which is higher form of estrogen than the hormone.
I've been to the Jack Daniel's distillery in Lynchburg. It was a wonderful tour. I think I took my dad there. I don't know if it was my dad or somebody. I don't know, but I've been to the Jack Daniel's. I've been to Lynchburg. That's Tennessee for you guys, and I think it's a Tennessee whiskey. But I'm just not a big whiskey drinker. Ahmed, my dad, is eating right over there. Guy's behind me.
Well, Vicky, that's my OB prescribed that when I was 36. Yeah. Not everybody does that.
Okay, that was about the Apple Watch. If you have, if you want to talk to the man, you say, hey, we need to do something about making that watch, a little bit easier for
And
the older
for
users
hormone
to
therapy
understand.
or what?
Oh, Lynchburg lemonade. I've heard of that.
Dan, do you remember private stock beer with the little rebus puzzle on the caps? Just wondering.
I remember something called Lucky Lager,
Hi, Francis.
which had something on the bottle cap, like a little puzzle or something. But I don't remember Pirates.
36,
but it's
yes.
probably the same kind of thing.
Melissa, I have some followers that sent me these from Amazon.
Yeah, it is. It's called a. This is called a. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's one of those can things. What's this called?
Koozie.
A koozie. This is called a koozie.
Lucky Lager. Oh my gosh.
Kendall, when Grandpa
So did
comes
you do
in,
it
you
for
can say
hormone
hi
therapy?
to him. We don't put the phone in his face. Weekend plans. We're gonna be pushing manscaped.com this whole weekend.
Just Bailey's?
That's what we're gonna be
You just
shaving
drink
and
Bailey's?
trimming and buzzing and ball spraying, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get all tidied up for the holidays with Manscaped.
Yes, I was having hormone issues at 36.
Old Milwaukee's, Schlitz,
Hi,
Old
Evan.
Milwaukee. It's all. I
Hello
have
from
it.
British Columbia. Grandpa did not drink.
Grandpa's not a drinker. He's
He
up
didn't
there.
have bypass. He had just a stent put in.
Thank God. Dad, I'll get
Swedish
that.
elk beer. Bailey's on the rocks. Okay, I'll have to try it. We've been married 26 years.
It's all right. It's just coming on. So
Manscaped is on Mondays.
You
Yeah,
want
keep
anything
us
else?
Manscaping Mondays.
You want anything else,
I don't know. Probably not.
Sit down and
On
finish what
Christmas,
you're
we will
eating.
not be doing that. Bailey's is good with hot tea. Really? With hot tea? Hi, Melissa. Thank you. I haven't had Bailey's, you guys, in so long. Anybody put it in their coffee? I used to drink Russian until I realized that they mix it with heavy cream, and then I said, well, shit balls. Can't be doing that anymore. It's heavy. Hormones issues.
I'm glad you liked it.
When I was on my period, I wanted to kill everybody that was looking at me, talking to me, or just in my
This is called
foreseeable
a Dutch waffle.
circle.
This is dessert. It's called a Dutch waffle.
Oh, shit.
It's a cookie with
Caramel
caramel
and hot
inside.
chocolate, yes.
This is from
No, you can't have too many. And then I didn't realize, because when I was younger, I would drink them at the casino, and then I was like, what is in that heavy cream? It's like 10,000 calories a drink. So I used to drink 7 and 7s too.
I don't know. About
Thanks,
that.
Chantal. Straight. Is Bailey's okay straight? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Peaches, why are you so ugly?
You're welcome.
Girl.
Somebody sent these. Whoever sent these, thank you if you're watching.
Nobody sent those. I bought those.
Never mind.
See what he knows.
I just never saw him. I assumed.
You know what happens when you assume?
I don't know.
You make
Sometimes
an
you're
ass
wrong.
out of you.
Well, I apologize if I just made an ass out of myself by mistaking.
Thank you, Wendy, about the ad.
Where the cookies came from.
Really? Bailey's on the rocks. Okay, I will try it. Stepan wants to know if you remember the real thin, coarse cans in the 70s. Still thin, but late 70s, almost like paper. You mean that the thickness of the metal? Oh, you did, Santorini?
Like you're talking about long, thin cans. I really don't like they were like Red Bull. I don't, but that was also. Remember, I was in 1980. I was 13.
You've been missing us. Bailey's on the rocks is the best. All right, I'll try it. It's not like a night.
Joel, I have not been to the. I was not in my office today, so I don't know how many cards came. Typically three or four a day, something like that is normal.
My friend is still a kamikaze fucking orderer. Sorry, but it grosses me out. It's like back in the day when you had purple Hooters and you grew out of the purple Hooter phase, but the Trihilos still order kamikazes. Kamikazes.
The Trillos order kamikazes?
Yes, still to this
What
day.
are kamikazes?
It's like a pineapple freaking concoction.
It's a concoction.
Ugh, it's gross. Oh, good. I didn't know it was called the shiver either. That's cute. New friends come to visit again. They're planning on another visit. Pretty soon. Yeah. Turn on the pig.
Ed has not sold my house
And
yet.
sex on the drink. Yeah, the beach. And a blowjob. Anybody ever have a blowjob?
I haven't.
He's such a jokester. I need new,
Look at that.
I need new batteries, Dan.
Let me get that kit.
Milwaukee. Coke or vodka? Coke. And vodka? Do you, as a matter of fact, oh shit, you can't see my thingy. There you go.
The Coco.
Oh shit.
She's the Coco. Oh shoot.
Makes me laugh.
I forgot.
I turned him on. You just can't see. You see him? He's glowing. I need new batteries for my lights. They're a little dim. I stole those from the people who last year actually. Francis, 35 pounds. Woohoo! Francis, sometimes you plateau. Sometimes you just do. English is not my native, but my mother has relatives in Florida. That's okay. Yes, they're on. I just turned them on. Mm-hmm. Love candles. Love candles.
When did you get those glasses? I've never seen
I
them
just
before.
picked them up today. I got new glasses.
And I noticed. Don't I get credit for that? Like when you
No,
say
because
that you
I walked
noticed
in the
I cut my
house.
hair?
I walked in the house with them, and you looked at me, but you didn't say anything.
I mean, they kind of look like. What am I thinking of? Like from a television show.
It's like what the old men used to wear.
Yeah, something like
Dahmer.
definitely a man. Yeah, Dahmer. That's it. Ethan, you hit it. I don't know how you knew what was in my mind.
There's a lot of other
They're
people have
Jeffrey
said it.
Dahmer glasses.
Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, yeah.
I don't have to worry because I know she's not going to eat me.
You just got jokes tonight, Diane.
You make a joke and it's just, there's no sound, there's nothing. It's like, man, that just hit the wall hard.
New prescription. So my prescription on my progressives haven't changed, but my right eye changed. So I had to get.
You already get girls' glasses. I'm watching.
Yolanda
these.
at my house. Yeah. Watch her on the drink. Ooh, you users are so funny. Cackle, cackle.
There were Porsche glasses
Thanks,
at one
Tony.
time. When I first got my Porsche, this is 20 years ago, and I thought, I was just naive enough to think, oh, maybe I should buy some Porsche glasses. No, he's up. Let me see what's going
Oh,
on.
I bet Galaxy.
Pop, what you doing?
Cackle,
Yeah,
cackle.
what you doing?
You like that saying, Polly? Cackle, cackle. Shit.
over there, that way.
Watch her on the drink.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you can't walk There you go. Good, I'm glad you like it. You want to sit
Sharon,
on the couch
you're
and watch
not
the
on the wrong
TV?
channel.
Yeah, well.
Can Ed write his name and spell his name? Yes, he can, Sibby. What's up in Minnesota? Is Grandpa is in there? Is he chatty?
When you get tired,
He's
I'll
all
put
right,
you right
I
in
think.
bed.
Pops up. Pop! Pop!
All right, Dad.
Pop!
Pop.
Pop! Hi, Steve.
That's exactly the way he used to refer to his dad. And I even used the same tone inflection. And I remember,
Yes,
his dad was
obviously.
getting older at that point.
Their prescription.
And I remember him arguing with his
You're welcome,
dad.
man.
He'd go, Pop, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Pop? No, Pop.
I call Dan Daddy all the time. Hey,
Never.
Hey, Daddy.
Not only would it
Daddy, take me away.
It would
Big
I would be
Daddy.
repulsed. Oh Lord. I'm here.
Oh, congrats, Steppen. Yeah, so my one eye changed in a regular prescription. So it like hurt me. And she's like, yeah, because you didn't have a prescription the last time up in your regular glasses. But my readers haven't changed.
My grandfather was a shoe salesman, and my dad worked in his shoe stores when he was growing up, all the way through podiatry school. And he worked there like 6 days a week too.
He says pops
He was
more
a
than I
hard
will be
worker.
able to drink.
But Cindy, he's not, he's just not, you know, I'm not going to put him on. I'm not going to bring the camera on him. He's been a little off today. He's a little disheveled. He's just not his, you know, happy self, and he's tired. So if he picks up, I'm happy that if he wants to come sit down. But
Larry's here.
Hey, Larry. We just don't take the camera to him because he's not always, you know, we video when he's doing, you know, good enough to video. So it doesn't always work out on our lives. Yes, sometimes it does wonderfully, but if he doesn't get on tonight, I'm going to try and get him tomorrow with just me and my dad and do a little half an hour or 45-minute live, like during the day when he's got a lot of energy and we're sitting around and talking. Maybe Mark will come over and
yeah.
How you doing in Norway?
Dan wants to cater to the trolls, and he's decided that he's going to do live without me to give the trolls what they want. I'm joking, for the love of Pete.
Okay, well, I don't know. Half the time you're serious.
Really? Am I ever fucking serious? Sometimes.
Was that not serious right there?
Pappy!
I'm working on poems. I wrote that last one I did on the spot because I couldn't. I was just too tired to go through videos and edit and look. So, and it was easier for me to write a quick poem and record it because I needed something for TikTok that day.
Would you go to the Kings game if you had floor seats?
I would go to any basketball game with floor seats. Are you kidding me?
Fuck the trolls, get the head.
I would love. I mean, basketball is fun to watch. I used to have season tickets to the Kings when I was when our law firm was. You know, my partner and I bought season tickets so we could give them to clients or take clients or whatever.
You flew into a windmill?
But I love it.
Shit. You need classes?
My friend Joe from high school was always he's this gazillionaire. I mean, literally, he was the CEO of Ducati Motors Company. He is a gazillionaire, and he's always, you know, we're Facebook friends. He's always on the floor at the Warrior games.
We have some gifts that we have not opened yet.
Pisses me off. I call
Hold
my
on,
friends
Jan
up.
is asking if we got his Oregon Duck shirt. We have not opened up, like there's a handful of gifts we have not opened up yet.
The things that are made out to my dad, we're just kind of saving for Christmas, and we'll let him open them up on the holiday so he can, you know, he can have fun opening those up. So we haven't opened a lot of the gifts that people have sent for him. Jung Hoo Lee. I'm not sure who Jung Hoo Lee is.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Shane. Hi, Daisy.
Thanks, Sammy.
Here you are.
Grandpa is here, Anna.
Galaxy, you seem fine
Anna
with your English. You do good.
Solania. He's here. He's watching TV in the other room. If he's feeling up to it and he wants to get on, we're happy to put him on. Who did we sign, James? We didn't sign.
Is he done eating?
The big boy. Yeah, he's on the couch.
I gotta pee.
All right.
Oh, hi, IB. I've seen you talking. Can you make something? You can always make us something personalized.
Yeah, those are what we really enjoy. Are the personal gifts, the drawings, the stuff that, like, hey, this is my college, my high school. This is my hometown. Right now, I'm wearing something. This shirt was at the fire station in St. Marie, which is up St. Marie, which is up on the border of Canada and the United States. And it's like a border town right on the border. And this came directly from that fire station, which means a lot. You know, it's all about those people. My dad's in the other room. M, I can't see your name. It is 5:20 here in California. Thanks for the poem, love, Charlotte. I really appreciate that. And I actually have a number of poems, older poems that I want to, that I'm going to produce, and some older ones that I published 2-3 years ago. I want to re-record and do a couple of the ones that I like. Is that a regulation size hallway? I don't know what regulation hallway sizes are. How you doing in Wisconsin? Thanks for the grandpa love, Anna, anally selenia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm pretty sure I'm screwing it up. I'm pretty sure your name doesn't start with anally. Anali? I don't know what, anyway. Jack, thanks. My dad does look good for 91. I mean, he really does, and he's doing well. We've had him for 2 years now, and he's not really gone down as fast as I thought someone in his condition would. Sometimes he does actually go on upswings, physically, not so much mentally, but physically, he sometimes goes on upswings.
Dan.
What?
He put his hat back on.
So yeah, someone sent a 1932 out 2 years ago, and he loves it. He picked it out today. He got up today, and he has a bunch of hats. We have most of his gifts and his, the things that people send him are different places in his room. He has this whole collection of hats, the ones that we didn't steal and put in our collection. So he found a hat that he liked, and he put it on today on his own. He just decided, I'm going to wear a hat today, which is good. I mean, that means he's thinking about things, like how he looks, and that means he's not so worried about what's going on inside him. Thanks, dsal20. I appreciate that. Mount Everest, are you up there? Like at base camp or something? That would be a first. How you doing in Kentucky? I love driving through Kentucky. Hey, Louisiana. Your mom is regressing. I'm sorry. It is a progress. Sault Ste. Marie. Thank you, Sunny Cat. I appreciate that. Sault Ste. Marie. And thank you for the puppy, Sandeep. And in Scotland and Boston and Nebraska and Missouri and Newfoundland, Michigan. Thank you for the coins, Sandeep. And she is back. I have not eaten supper yet. We kind of cheated today. We're getting ripped on for bad food, but I went to Del Taco today and bought I get ripped on. 6 tacos and 6 burritos. So they're in the fridge along with the salad. Bought them for lunch. I think 3 have been eaten, so there's some food here. Thank you, Sandeep. I appreciate that.
Francis, thank you. It must be so hard, especially during the holidays when they're all alone.
Is that my granddaughter? Do you see a picture back here somewhere?
We don't have a granddaughter, by the way.
Are you talking about the pig?
We don't have a granddaughter.
We don't have a granddaughter.
Hi, Mary.
Yet. But if I have a granddaughter, I hope she looks like
Ever since Sandeep. What the heck was that? Did you guys see that?
Oh, that's a new one.
Wow.
Sandeep, thank you.
Thank you. Just made you hungry.
Made me hungry.
Did you guys hear that?
Are we the ones that hear it? Yeah, I think they do. I think they see it.
That was cool.
Was a universe? Wow, thank you so much.
Oh, so you saw the whole thing. Wow, that was cool. Somebody did that. Somebody gifted that.
It's rare for us that, sometimes it scares us when people send things that make noise. Like, remember that shark? A shark came out and we kind of both jumped back. But I guess everyone watching probably jumped back. Hi, Bob.
I was sharing Youngling here. He wanted to go out.
He wanted to go out. What are you doing, Dad?
You wanted the dog to go out.
Yeah.
I heard you.
All right.
That's okay. He's probably enjoyed it. He just went out. Got another one here.
We got more dogs, Pop.
Huh?
We got a lot of dogs.
You have.
Yeah.
That dog likes your friend
Yeah.
here.
It likes you too, Dad.
Huh?
That dog likes you too. And you got a cat right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
cat.
have to touch Bart. Bart scratches.
Yeah, be careful with the bark because he scratches you.
Okay, baby. So,
Look, she
She likes
brushes
that
up
cat.
against him because she wants love.
cat doesn't like that. So.
No, the cat's a little nervous.
Huh?
The cat's a little nervous with the German Shepherd.
Bart doesn't care.
Well, Bart doesn't like it when he puts him in
No,
their
but
mouth.
Bart's tail's wet. He antagonizes Coco.
He's tired anyway.
Pop, I want you to
did give
hang
him his
out for.
pills?
Oh yeah, let me get your pills, Pop.
I didn't hear you.
Let me get your medicine. Come on in here. Let me get your medicine. So
Oh,
you're
yeah,
ready for bed.
okay.
Come on
I
in
think
here.
I know what you mean.
Careful. Watch your
Yeah.
step. Sit right there, I'll get you your medicine, and I'll take mine too while you take yours.
What did you say?
I said, I'll take mine while you take yours.
Yeah.
Pill taking time. Gigi, everybody loves these wine glasses. There's a butterfly one and there's a dandelion one. And, I have friends on social media, believe it or not. Francis, I do pluck my eyebrows, but they need to be plucked. And you reminded me. Shit! And my mustache.
Thank you.
And my mustache.
And I'll pop mine too.
I know you put. Really? Well, Sandeep, that was very sweet. I look good for my age. Thank you. My mustache, right here, especially girls. Do I? I mean, right here, we get those coarse ones. Okay, Mrs. Lindsay Jones. I'm gonna tell you, I hate plucking.
What,
chicken.
Dad?
I do not pluck my chicken.
Dad.
Thank you,
Dad.
Robin.
What? Here.
They are new, Heather. I just got them today. So you're half Maltese. Yes, my new glasses. So I have one. It's coming out. You know how it like gets a little, it looks like a blackhead before it pops through the epidermis, you know, and you have to wait, and then all of a sudden you wait, and it's not there, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, you see it, and Dan's like, what the hell's poking me? It's my whisker. Yeah, it's my tarantula nail. So I was inspired. My friend doesn't like them. But I was inspired. Drew Barrymore and Scarlett Johansson had them. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing something. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit.
Scarlett Johansson.
They're not anything fancy. They are the Kirkland brand sunglasses.
I'd love to go to Australia at some point.
Eddie might Sandeep. He's seriously giving me heart attacks.
Thank you, Sandeep. That
God.
is very generous.
Sandeep's gonna give me a heart attack in old age. Okay, so hey, what's it? So Eddie Fig, my son plays. Does he play Fortnite? I don't know what he plays, but Sandeep, I hope that's not that expensive. But if it is, I appreciate it. It's New Year's Eve. Is that what it is? So yeah, this is just completely Kirkland brand, not Ray-Ban.
No.
It's not anything. These things were cheap. They're sunglasses. Sunglasses. That's it. I did it myself. So somebody's sending gifts. Sandeep is sending gifts on TikTok, and it's this whole like.
Sandeep.
I appreciate it. So Costco, just Kirkland. Angela, it's just you want the men's Kirkland glasses. That's it. They're glasses. I mean, they're prescription. Yeah, they're prescription. I have readers on the bottom. They're transitions, and then my normal prescription up here.
I don't think we've ever got that before.
No, it's new.
Or, I mean, we knew, we've never
Thanks.
gotten that before.
Yeah, no, Sandeep, that was fun. I've never seen that. Anyhow, we have Sam's Club, so I shop at both. But that's where we don't have vision care. They're
Sandeep, I'd love to
progressives,
come to Dubai as well. I mean, it's
Hi,
to
Julie.
visit and go to the top of some of those buildings.
In the UK, you only get Kirkland from Costco. Yes, and that's what their Costco brand glasses. I love Costco.
Miri, you
But
my
I
desk
wanted
in the
to
other
kill
room.
everybody at Costco today, though, because it took forever. Everybody wanted to go. Jeez Louise. Hold on, I'll show you guys.
That's Kim?
Sandeep.
Who- again?
Sandeep again. That's what that is. That's
Sandeep,
crazy.
you're blowing me away.
Man, where'd you go?
I'm right here, Pop.
Ooh, New Zealand, I bet.
You know?
I'm right here.
Oh.
Hi, in
I was gonna
Oklahoma.
say, you know I took those pills.
Yeah, I never-
you took them.
You saw me take
Come
them.
to Dubai.
Do you want to stay
Dubai
up?
is
It's
one of
only
the places.
5:30, Pop.
Dubai
It's
is on.
5:35.
It's only
Sandeep.
5:35.
Dubai
so
is
why
on
don't you
one of
stay
my
up for
bucket
half
lists.
an
I don't know
hour,
if I'm gonna get
Absolutely.
that.
and then
Time,
I'll help you get to
opportunity.
bed. All right?
I hope you don't need it.
Well, I'll help you get dressed for bed.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
All
What are
right.
you doing?
We're talking on the phone over
Oh,
here.
Sandeep,
to-
you're
to
very
people.
Oh,
sweet.
okay.
Progressive, yeah.
Daniel and there's
They're
talking to
progressive.
people too.
Yeah.
Progressive.
Okay,
Like,
that
I
works.
can't.
I think
These are my readers.
Okay.
All right, Pop.
Good.
We went on a cruise.
Do I need this light on in here?
You can leave it
Grandpa
on so
wants to
that you
turn
can
off all
see
my
where
lights.
you're walking. I like it light when you're walking.
Dan does not miss it, Tim.
I like the lights on when you're up. 'cause that way you
And
can see
deep.
where you're walking.
Dan.
I'm blown away.
Sandy is way too generous. Tell me across the top when you get that. Oh, it does? Tell everybody? That's crazy.
Yeah, we should be on those battle stations.
One of my friends.
I love
Shauna?
Costco.
But yeah, they were horrible today. It took me 45 minutes just to get fitted for my glasses.
Someone asked if I paid Hannah
Yes.
from that. Yes.
But not $500.
No, I paid for her,
Her
whatever
nails.
it was.
Her nails.
She helped herself to the money out of my drawer. She knows where it is, and she went and made
Thanks,
sure that
Mimi.
she got taken care of.
Hi, Christine. Does you?
Thanks,
Christine,
Mimi. I
give free
appreciate
gifts?
that.
Yes. They give me free gifts, but they gave me slippers and they don't fit. The slippers are one size, but they don't fit me. They're
Let's
too
go
small.
Niners. BP.
Hannah went over her limit. Oh, hi, JC.
It always goes over her limit.
No, she doesn't. Hannah's pretty good.
We have been to
Jennifer.
New York together. We were in New York together once, right?
Trish, Costco and Sam's.
Yeah, Sandeep
different.
is
I can't say
really
that. Christine.
outspent the field tonight. I appreciate it. It is not necessary, but it is absolutely amazing to see that.
Oh, cool. Athena, you did?
Dubai is
That's really cool.
on my list. I want to hit Dubai. I'd like to hit New
Dubai
Zealand,
is on my
Australia, a couple places in Europe.
I heard Dubai is just absolutely amazing. We've never been to Australia. I think that was one of the places that. Oh, he owns 5 hotels. Wow, Sandeep.
Well, send me an email. I'll come stay in Dubai.
We took him on a cruise before he was sick.
Yes, we did. He was not. It was before he was noticeably sick. He was probably still suffering, but
Bora Bora looks fun too.
I've never been there. That would be another fun place.
We've
to go.
never traveled outside of the United States, you guys. Oh, Athena, good luck. Let me know how that goes.
But,
His favorite Christmas movie is
A Christmas Story.
yeah, Christmas Story.
In fact, I saw a great picture. Some of the people dress up
Francis, yes.
in the rabbit suit, and the
Jennifer's-
husband was dressed up in
Jennifer's friends all flocked here.
as the lamp in that movie, and
Oh,
the 2
thanks,
kids
Megan.
were dressed up as the 2 kids in the movie. It was a pretty good picture. My dad is here, a user.
Greece, yeah. I've had a lot of friends that have just
Pete
Mike
Mitchell,
actually
Maverick, I'm sorry that happened to you. You got to stay away from those.
My
when you're on
cousin-
the aircraft carrier and you get out, you
my
got to
cousin
watch out.
My cousin's gonna get married in Greece, and she thinks I'm gonna be able to go next year. I don't think so. You hate that movie? He likes that abominable snowman.
Mike, we can't figure out whether we had a honeymoon either. We argue about it. I believe
Yeah.
we went to Reno. She says no. But I believe we had a honeymoon. Danielle says we never had a honeymoon. I'd love to go
Thanks,
to the Philippines
LB.
too, actually.
Ed
And I'd love to go to Africa. I'd love to go.
Ed hasn't been at Mark's house in over 2 months. Hi, Carissa.
But Mark has been here to spell us. He came last Saturday. He's going to come back tomorrow and spell us. He
I know.
won't stay.
What are you doing?
He's
No,
up.
that was Bart. Bart just went out the door.
He's up.
We have not traveled 50 states.
That's not my dad either.
Oh, I thought you said I know an ugly guy. Sarah, that's what I read. I put it long ways this time.
Jenny, I definitely would love to do that. I'd love to go to all these places that
have
you guys
them?
are from.
Wow, India and Saudi
Ghana.
Arabia.
I mean, I'd love to see the world
I
like
know.
that.
And and that's the thing. You got married at the little white chapel. So that's the thing that I tell my kids: travel before you get married, because once you get married, your jobs and then you have kids, and then you just don't travel. You don't travel. Thanks,
And
Jeff.
we never did because our kids were in soccer
did?
all
Liam?
the time,
Cool.
and all we did
Hi,
is
Antarctica.
travel for soccer.
Sault Ste. Marie. You'd rather be watching Dad. Well,
Maroon?
Big Mike, I can't help you with that.
Listen, I'd love it if Grandpa was on right
Cheers,
now,
Mike.
but we don't just put him on. He's not
Thanks, Maureen.
doing
Thank you for
wonderful
your
today.
hard work.
He's just not something I want to publish out to the world right now. But when he's doing good, we love having him on too.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously.
Golden doodles are
Softball,
the cutest things ever.
my good friend and his daughter.
Guess what?
16-year-old.
Danielle will never go because we are married. Learned a lot about, yes, other cultures. I think that is like amazing. And I want my kids to travel. That's one thing I say, do something different than your mom did.
Angela, he's not really destructive, at least intentionally. He's destructive in the sense that he might unplug things that make it very inconvenient for us, or, unplug,
Tahiti? Nice.
stereo equipment, TVs, and we don't, or he might take a key and hide it in his room, or hide something in his room. That's about all. He's not destructive in any sense, like where he's ripping things up or breaking things.
Is Mark and Dan the same person? No, completely opposites.
We're very different. All my siblings are different.
Yeah, I think vacationing, we will never take Ed on a vacation. I won't even take him.
We can't even take him overnight.
I won't even take him 45 minutes to go see Josh.
I take it as a compliment, all 24. Woody Harrelson,
Fiji
one of my
and
favorite
Tahiti, I would
actors.
agree, Jane. Oh, thanks, Liam.
We're having Christmas here, John.
Bonjour, Bob. Comment ça va?
The family will be here. Little burp.
So
Early
we used
onset,
to-
Michelle, is really tough.
Hi, Melanie. Thank you for your hard work. So what we
Mark will be in tomorrow's video.
So what we used to do when the kids, so whenever Jennifer had a break and Hannah had a break from soccer, we would go to Cabo. That was about as far as we went, or Maui.
Nanny, I do. In fact, the video I was talking about, excuse me, has both, I hope I don't have the hiccups, has both Mark and my mom in it. We went to Togo's, like old times. My dad's getting, he's recovered enough physically that I can start taking him out to lunch more. And we went, and the interesting part of the video is my mom and my dad are sitting next to each other at Togo's. And my dad asked, he said, where are we going? I said, well, who did you come with? Well, I came with you, and he thought he was still married to my mom.
You guys remember tapping is clapping on TikTok, and remember thumbs
Egypt
up.
49ers, absolutely.
There's 209 of you. There's only 51 likes. You guys like us? Come on.
Oh yeah, the tapping the screen is always great too. Thank you. And if you enjoy the content, a quick follow is always appreciated.
Hungarian Visna, what the hell's that? Pomo, come see, come ça.
How many children do you need? I'd like 7. I got 3.
Oh, King Papa, I'm so sorry.
Did you guys enjoy the Manscaped video? It was an ad today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We try to make them different than all the other advertisements that you'll see on social media.
Je parle, tu parles français, je parle un petit peu. I actually speak, I can understand it better than I can
Thanks,
speak
Mary.
it.
That was my idea. I went to the gas station in the middle of shooting, and then so all the takes that we did after, she had the lollipop. The first, it was no lollipop. That's awesome, Mike. Train your
Love it, Goodman. Keep it up.
Your kids to tap. Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, tell your granddaughter, because Grandpa's bloated from all the cheese. The manscaping explaining. Bonjour.
And I'm going to show him the new video and
Merci.
get his take on the new video where I'm talking about ball smell.
Holy crap.
And I can only imagine how he's going to react, because he's so matter of fact, and he's gonna look at it. My guess is he's gonna, well, if you got paid, I guess it's different. But I guess it's like.
I learned my French. My dad's side of the family spoke French, and so I took it in college and high school, and then college.
Yeah. You got to get your Manscaped stuff now for in time to Christmas. Manscaped.com. dsal20. That's your 20% off and free shipping. Our girls did share a room.
The Manscaped video is up right now.
It's
on TikTok.
And it's also on YouTube.
Did you put it on YouTube?
I put it on YouTube, but it's not going to do very well on
there
YouTube
is
because
stuff, Tom,
it's
that you
over
can
a minute.
spray. Didn't you see the spray?
So
the spray smells
do well.
amazing. Thanks, Sam.
Thanks for the follow, Ann. I appreciate it.
I always tell them that, Eddie.
Thanks,
He never
Leslie.
remembers that. Do they ship outside of the U.S.? I think they do. Just with Quebec.
Angela, it's tiring. It
Oui,
really
oui,
is
oui.
tiring. The continuous, we don't, with those breaks were really amazing. When you got a 3-day break, it is different now, but
no.
we are adjusting to it.
We don't listen to Spotify.
My nephew's on Spotify.
He is?
Yeah, Zach's on.
He puts his music on there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Baruch Ben Simon, I listen to like Apple Music on when I walk.
No,
It knows
but
what I
it works
like.
the same.
I just say, "Hey Siri, play," and that's what I listen to. And then I fast forward to the songs I don't like.
And they have nose trimmers too.
Tom,
That's okay,
I
John.
thank
It's
you,
on
Tom.
there, on
Thanks
the
for your
screen.
comments on the video too. I appreciate that.
Deeds.
How you doing, San Bruno? Just down the
Hi,
peninsula
Twyla.
from the city.
Hello in El Dorado Hills.
Dave is doing fine, actually. Thank you for asking. He just had a hernia surgery
nice.
2 or 3 days ago, and he's recovering fine from that.
Je parle un petit peu.
Yeah, someone sent this shirt, Kurt, and a couple of years ago, and it's still one of my favorite because it's from their fire station. This came from the folks at the fire station.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you that Dan doesn't do the subscription, Carissa. So don't subscribe here. We only subscribe on my channel.
And what she's saying is that you won't get a lot for subscribing to my channel. She does subscriber-only lives. I didn't even know really what the subscriber thing is on my channel, but Danielle does it. So if you want to take advantage of it, I would subscribe to her and not me. I never told I'm telling people to unsubscribe, but you don't get a lot for subscribing to me. I don't even know how that got opened. But Danielle, she does a couple of subscriber lives, which are kind of fun, and they're kind of behind the scenes because they're like on Tuesdays and Thursdays when she's making dinner and we're not really doing a live. It's just the thing on while we're going about our business. I get caught up in that. I walk into it all the time. Thanks, Anna Lasagna. I love Grandpa too. Thank you for the follow, guys. Jules, yeah, Grandpa's going to have a big Christmas. That's not necessarily the best. I mean, he doesn't necessarily do real well when there's so many people over, but we're going to have it. We're going to have everyone over, and Grandpa will be here. Grandpa's favorite show, I don't know what his favorite show is. He watches whatever's on. He likes watching Danielle's reality TV. When she's watching, usually I just put the news on for him. Hey, BB, up in Canada. I appreciate that. Mark is feeling better, Tom. Mrs. Petty, I should say Mrs. Petty.
I always just call her Tom, it's fine.
My wife's TikTok handle is Mrs. dsal NorCal. It's my handle with a Mrs. in front of it.
That's okay, John.
Thanks, Mousy. I appreciate that because I write those ads and I try and make them funny, and that's what we're trying to do with the way we're going to approach ads is to make them different than all the other ads and try and make them incorporate them into our style and with our humor and just try and make it different than what you normally see.
He loves the housewives stuff. And anything with beautiful girls, I think. So my main channel is Mrs. dsal NorCal. My sub channel is Mrs. dsal NorCal 3.
Mike, I don't think he was uncomfortable around people. In fact, my mom told me, she shocked me that when he was around a lot of people, that he would kind of become a showman and really come out of himself and be very different and much more affable than he is normally. Do you still use Mrs. dsal NorCal too? It's like a backup account.
LaCroix.
Bad Bunny, I know Pedro Chado professionally, and I know his family now, and we've become friends. So.
Oh, thanks, Liam. We are. That we are. Imperfectly imperfect.
What's my favorite housewife show?
None.
I hate them with a passion, like you wouldn't believe. In fact, every time they're on, it's hard.
He hates it.
One of the big perks about Danielle not sleeping in my room right now because I've got my dad full time is that I don't have to watch that stuff because she used to watch that like at night. now she watches it
Upstairs.
upstairs.
I
How you
love
doing, Morocco?
I love below deck.
I'm
Yes.
beer. Now she's water of some kind. Oh, we've been together like a long
Susie Q, I'm
time,
sorry.
like 30 years.
Thanks, Ashley. I don't watch Married at First Sight. Our sister-in-law does, and she wants me to do it.
The burritos are just bean burrito, Karen. How did you know about that? I mentioned
yes,
that.
you did.
The Del
It's
Taco.
a sparkling water.
And I don't do that
Carbonation.
very often. We actually feed him pretty healthy diet. But sometimes I crave those little things. So
Who's
today
Bad
I went
Bunny?
to freaking Del Taco.
Who's Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny's was on here. I don't remember.
Somebody asked you. Did you say you knew?
I just responded to that was the name that of a comment that I responded to. Sam, taking care of my dad did not improve our relationship at first.
Any sparkling water?
It made it more difficult. It's hard, but the growth of the social media channels, especially for Danielle, and what my dad's given her, regarding just her ability to go out and talk to people and her shows and stuff. She appreciates that. She understands that that wouldn't have happened if we didn't hit social media lottery with my dad. So it has improved our relationship. I think that social media.
What?
I think it did from where we were. I mean, we're not at the best place we've ever been in our marriage.
I said we were.
Well, I mean, we might be. I don't know what was like when we had kids. I mean, we were pretty good. Like when Jennifer was being born, and
I don't think we were good.
well,
I think we're better now than we've been in a long time.
Well, we went through a really rough time, with all the partying and then when my partner did what my partner did, and then I had my heart attack, and it was a total lifestyle change. It was tough, financially, emotionally, and I think my dad coming in at first was really, it just added more pressure, and then social media has kind of given us an out of that. So yeah, I think social media has been really good for us personally.
Bad Bunny is dating Kendall.
For our relationship.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess we agree to disagree.
On what? You and I disagree?
Because I said I feel stronger now than we have in a long time.
Sam, I am.
Oh, Lord.
Social media is full time. I mean, I'm spending a lot of time like on the ads and things that we do. When you do an ad for social media, you have to write it, film it until it's good, get it approved, then caption it, and then post it. It's like you're the whole ad in and of yourself. When you go to an ad agency, they concept it, someone writes it, someone else acts in it, someone else films it, and they buy space on. With social media, it's all one. So it is a lot of work, more than I thought it would be. It's a lot more work than I thought, but it's fun and it's rewarding, and I get to see, I get to be the writer, producer, and poster of my own ad. So if it does well, that you feel good about that.
Well, because I.
Pound Town?
Because
Did you see a Pound Town? I don't know what she's laughing at.
Because I said, I think our relationship is better. And he's like, I don't know if we're at the best place.
Well, I mean, we've definitely been in a better place in our lives.
When?
The first couple years. I mean,
No, it was horrible.
What are you talking about?
The first couple
Then why
years
are we
was
together?
fucking horrible.
What are you
It was
talking
tough.
about?
Hi, Donnie.
Now, for me, the first couple years were awesome. I mean, it was just everything was new, and we were, doing all sorts of new things. All right, let me put him.
Dan, I need to know where my room is.
All right, Pop,
Mika,
come on.
there was more
I'll help you.
takes
Come on.
at the first one.
Hi, Danielle.
I'll help you through, Pop. Careful.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. I guess it's subjective, right? Oh, my God. How do you know you're married without knowing you're married? You don't agree on anything. Shoot. I He doesn't have to be on the couch. I have my own bed upstairs.
Go ahead, I'll help you in a minute.
Is he mad? No, Dan's not mad. It was horrible at the beginning. I was so angry at the beginning.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I totally am just myth right now. I mean, like when I was in law school and we were in the apartment with no money, I thought that was a much better time.
Now, you said
than
the
today.
beginning of our marriage. No, I don't think it was any.
At the beginning of the relationship. I'm not saying just marriage. I'm saying
I
that was my favorite time when we had no money and we lived in an apartment and we couldn't even afford soda.
Or water.
or it was, we had nothing, and it was the greatest time of my life. Quite honestly.
Anyhow.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but apparently she hated the beginning, and it's just kind of the opposite of most people. But
Oh gosh,
I enjoyed it. Maybe, I'm sorry if you didn't. I have good memories.
That's all that matters.
All right, well, I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
If I'd known you weren't happy, I would have let you out a long time ago. Good God. I'm sure we could have, found someone who made you more happy or whatever, but I was quite happy, so I didn't know anything about it.
That's so funny.
It's been newly reported to me that the first part of our marriage was terrible.
You think Danielle's hard to get along with?
Yes.
You're really gonna cater to a fucking troll?
Right now, you're difficult. I'm saying I had a great first.
Oh, I just said our marriage is better now, and you said no, it's not.
Because remember when we were in the apartment? I mean, do you remember those days?
We weren't married then.
Yeah, but we had nothing. It was all good. And it was so, life was good back then. It was good.
And then Dan, you're right, Deeds. And then Dan says,
it.
well, shit, I should have let you out a long time.
Well, I didn't know you were unhappy.
I was fine then.
I'd known you were unhappy. I would have said, go ahead and
God.
cheat with that guy from the gym.
And Mark said he was so poor at the time he couldn't even afford to pay attention. Mark, do you ever pay attention? It's your brother.
Mark is here. My brother Mark is on. Everyone say hi to Mark. Diana, I know. That's what movie was that? When Harry Met Sally, right? I'll have what she's having. Mark will be here tomorrow. Mark's spelling us tomorrow, right, Mark? I'm not asking you in front of 1,800 people for any particular reason, but you're coming tomorrow, right?
A stew, that's not your opinion. That's
Mark
just
is
an angry
feeling much
comment.
better. He passed the
That's what that
stone.
is. Stew.
So he is feeling
Pay
better.
attention to what opinions are and what hateful comments are. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Maybe.
Yes, Sheila, Mark is looking. We're looking for a wife for Mark, whether he's looking or not. Absolutely. Mark Bard, you remember? Mark, I told the story about the Porsches and stuff
Right,
when I was growing up.
Thank you, girl.
Jim's stuff. So that was the Lamborghini comment.
Did Dan catch him by the manscaping? I might have used it.
Mark, I hope you're on here. There's women reaching out to you.
I'm drinking a LaCroix. So it's a sparkling water. For
But
those
you
of
were
who don't
drinking
know.
something with alcohol.
Yeah, I had a little 75 calorie nothing. That was kind of embarrassing. We're not embarrassed by anything, Aura. Don't you trip, chocolate chip. It's not. There's nothing embarrassing about what we talk about.
I mean, probably a lot is embarrassing, but we're so jaded with the skin. I mean, we're on here all the time. So you see us when we're happy, sad, fighting, not fighting, the whole thing. And you can't cover it up either. It slides out. So when you're on as much as we are, you see what you see.
Cheryl, Mark, Danielle was supposed to hook me up with you. I was? When? 20 years ago? Shoot. Yeah, Liam. No shit.
Thanks, Dakota. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't get embarrassed.
My pop he's getting ready to go to bed. He's in the bathroom in about 2 minutes. When he's done brushing his teeth, I'm going to help him get changed and he'll go to bed.
Last week? All right. The thing is, The thing is that, I
That's
mean,
my neighbor, Steph.
I talk about leaking, you know, that nothing, I think marriage is subjective anyway. We're going to have our highs and lows, what we feel more comfortable with. I think we're in a good place right now. Maybe not for him, but
I'm in a fine place. But we, you know, marriages do go up and down. I'm going to post the rough patch. I wrote a poem about when those difficult times. We had a difficult period when I, you know, was trying to calm down out of the partying phase and get serious about, you know, life and retirement and things. We were apart on where we were in life. You know, she's about 6 years younger than me. So, you know, when I was 51, she was only 45. That is a little bit of a difference. But we made it through. We made it through the rain.
Going strong.
And we got our things protected. We made it through.
Mark will be at Dos Coyotes Girls at noon tomorrow.
No heartfelt detected.
Hi from Sacramento.
Rosie, that's the best comment of the entire day.
We have a fight over Mark right now.
What? Mark? They're fighting over you. Let me help meet my dad. Mark, take over. Is Mark my younger brother? He'd tell you that, but. Yeah, that's your room, Pop. Go straight in. Go straight on in. I'll help you.
What about
That's a heater.
Thanks, Dakota.
That's a heater.
Hi, D-Bar. What's going on?
It's on. It warmed the room up.
Please stop.
Turn it off.
Stop what?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Sit down, Pop.
Yeah, it's for.
We made it through the rain.
There's certain things just make me giggle.
I made it through the rain. Take those off. You tell them, dog. Take those off.
We're all like those coyotes. You're welcome, Brandy. That's our intent. Thanks, Pop. No, I didn't order pizza. Somebody asked the other day, they're like, do your dogs ever bark? Yeah. Blue hearts for all single women. Oh, shit. Marriage full of jobs. Shout out to medicine. Shit. Marriage is something, isn't it? Grandpa is doing. You ordered pizza? Dan got a party pack from Dos Coyotes. No, Liam, we don't, but a lot of people do, so I just kind of take in on the double D thing. Sorry, Carly. Married 47 years. Am I going to make it, Mary? Am I going to make it another 20 years? Shoot. Thanks, James. I don't even know. Grandpop is going night-night. I was surprised because at 4:30, you guys, he was ready for bed. And I'm like, you guys, you can't go to bed. You still haven't eaten dinner. Thanks, Pamela. I am. I really am. I am. Dan couldn't do it without me. I'm just saying. Really, the first time, every live we have, they bark at least once. Might be longer than 20 years. Hi, Steve-O. Mark could go undercut with Ed. What does that mean? Like a fight? I don't know what that means. What's an undercut? Sorry. I know. So I posted a video this morning on Mrs. dsal NorCal, and Coda was barking in it. So every time I wouldn't have the volume down, she would start barking. Oh my gosh. Yes, so far he still remembers us. So far. My pace on the treadmill today was a fast run, you guys. Nobody acknowledged that. I was running faster. But that's okay. No, Dan could not survive without all of us. Thanks, Nicholas. Nicole. Shit. Anna, Dan's office is like our P.O. box. Where are your parents? They're both deceased. Yeah. Oh, Shelly. I'm sorry. A bearded bud man. Shit. Hi from Switzerland. How long do I run for? It depends on my day. Sometimes I run the whole time. Sometimes I run walk. So about an hour. I'm on the treadmill, hour and a half sometimes.
I made it through.
Do y'all love music? We like different music. You love Dan's temperament? Yikes. I do work out every day. I'm crazy with that. Sometimes almost 2 hours. Thanks, Tom. I know it's hard. It's hard. Yesterday I was joking with Mark because it was a tough day, and I told Mark. Dan had talked to Mark on the phone. I said, "Tell Mark to come pick up his dad." Oh shoot! Thanks, Beach Girl. I just picked him up today. Is that Barry Manilow? I don't even know.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
Barry
him.
Manilow.
Thanks, Les.
It's absolutely who it is.
Oh, okay. Everybody's saying. Oh.
We made it through.
Can you sing something more than that?
You can't, or you get busted, for copyright infringement.
We'll make
People
up
are
the
like, you're
words.
stealing from Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Barry looks just like Joe Montana, by the way.
Dan likes it.
What? Barry Manilow looks like Joe Montana.
You mean Joe Montana, as he's aged, looks more like Barry Manilow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I think taking care of Grandpa has brought us together, closer together? I think so. I think so. Oh, this is because you're going to the fake Barry Manilow's leagues. Hello in the Philippines.
Sam, I love NFL football. I'm not a big college guy because I can't watch football 2 days in a row, but I'm big NFL Niner fan.
Hey, Eddie Fig, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Merry Christmas back to you. I'm trying to like your...
I think we're on. Someone asked, would you two ever consider being on a reality show? I think that's what this is. We're on one right now. We just don't get paid for it, but it is, except for was it the gentleman from Dubai, Sandeep. But that's what this is. It's more real than a reality show because reality shows are scripted. They have producers that edit and give what you want. What you see here is real reality for the good and the bad. Oftentimes it's not good, but sometimes it's good. Mostly it's good.
I think we would have the hardest part of doing a reality show would be having to script, right? Because it would be really hard to be somebody other than us, right? No.
I'm saying this is a reality. This is
I'm saying
more reality than. I'm a retired lawyer. I have 2 siblings that were teachers. Teaching is a big thing in my family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm officially retired. I still am working through some cases, and I will probably always have a couple of cases going at least until my daughter graduates from law school. And if she goes and works for some other firm, maybe I'll close it down at that point. But I want to have something open in case she wants to go that direction. At least there'll be a place for her. So I'll probably just do nothing long term, but small cases like trusts or small contracts where I can be in and out, help the person to be done. But I'm not filing lawsuits or doing anything like that anymore. Criminal law was my specialty.
Oh, Najib.
Sorry about that, Najib. It is not uncommon, unfortunately.
My butt's getting cramped. Eek.
You all right?
No, my butt is cramping.
Your butt?
Yeah, the ball spray. The ball spray is the best stuff
Yes,
ever.
ball spray. What am I doing? I forgot.
No, that's the Reviver.
The
spray is my favorite. He keeps calling the deodorant the spray.
Ball spray. It's ball spray.
No, it's.
In any event, it's ball spray. This is it
Shane,
right here.
Shane, he's killing me. 2020. Good night.
There you go.
But yeah, it's refreshing.
dsal20. Get yourself
No,
a nice.
I don't think so.
A nice package.
I don't want to
Usually,
think
most of those
how
packages
I am,
come with the Manscaped underwear, and they come with a nose clipper and a trimmer.
Yeah, Shane.
They're
And he
pretty nice
keeps
packages.
calling it spray. Shane. Shane is like a Manscaped whore.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah. He started Manscaped before. We were doing commercials a year ago.
Casey Anthony, I think she's a weird nut.
No, we don't do gifts anymore. Mm-mm. Go away, let Dan talk. Never.
We don't really do gifts except like this year. You got your purse. I'm gonna have to pay for it.
That is not a gift from you, mister.
Well, it's gonna end up being for me because
No, it's not.
Well, we argue about this. I don't believe that my son should spend that much money on a gift for his mom. I mean, it's not like a wedding ring where you spend 3 months of salary on it, you know? That's gotta be like a month, at least a month of his salary.
1 month. He lives at home. Dan has, I don't know if Dan has 20/20 vision, but he had LASIK about 10 years.
I probably need it again, but I used to wear big Urkel glasses.
Orange Urkel glasses.
Orange glasses, yeah.
I'll put a picture of a Dan with Urkel glasses.
Was I wearing Urkel glasses in the Costco picture?
God, no, you were wearing some ugly gold round ones.
And I do write poetry, or light verse. The poets might get angry at me if I call it poetry. It's light verse, what I write, but Grandpa is doing fine. He's in bed. How you doing in Sweden? Danielle's straightening up over there. Pop's in bed. Thanks, Diago. I appreciate that. Thanks, Kate. I appreciate that. I appreciate the poem love, and I do love writing. I really do. I should have gone into writing, but I was too nervous, you know, like follow your dreams. I guess that's another good message. Follow your dreams out there. Vanessa, I've got a couple of poems that I'm working on, some older poems some that I want to repost, re-record and repost, and a couple old ones that I've never posted. But I am still, I write occasionally. How you doing in Manchester? Thank you for the rose, 2020. Can you please freestyle us a quick poem? I mean, I'm not that kind of a poet where, you know, I get up and I give a lecture, but if I had my phone here, if I looked at a couple of poems, I could rip them off. I am always tired now, high value hustlers, because it is tiring when, you know, we used to get spelled, you know, 3 days on, 3 days off, and now that we have them full time, it does kind of, you know, I can't ever sleep more than a couple hours at a time, if that, so it does kind of catch up. But I've been in prisons, Cal. I'm not behind bars, but I visited clients in prisons. Yes. You know, I'm not at all. I'm not at the point where I'm like need a break or I think anything's going wrong. I mean, half the stuff that's keeping me busy right now is not my dad, but you know, creating ads and writing scripts for ads.
Yeah, but it's a combination of everything.
It's all together,
it's all
right?
together.
So maybe I'm writing the ad or trying to get it just right to satisfy an advertiser. My dad's walking in, so it does kind of, you know, it overlaps that way.
And it's draining.
Criminal law was kind of, I like to be in court. I didn't want it to be like sitting in an office all day long. So I thought criminal law was a good way where I'd be able to be comfortable with what I do. And I do love criminal law, but the problem with criminal law is, guess what? You know, you work with criminals and you're like really close to criminals. So there's negatives that come with the job.
Thanks, Lonnie.
Mark had kidney stones for a while, and then my dad took a fall, and that's why my dad's been with us for full time. And because of my dad's condition, it's just easier to keep him here and stop the switch. It's starting to get difficult for him, so Mark now will just come spell us and give us some breaks. And we may end up having someone come in and help at some point, depending on how difficult it gets. But right now we're managing pretty well. Yeah, when I fell on Ed, he kind of actually fell on me.
Liam, he thinks it's funny. I don't think he processes it.
We kind of intertwined. He got my arm on him, but I got my knee and my elbow and my fingers were pretty screwed up.
Thanks, Marcia.
Thank you, Nancy. We're empty nesters, but we have Andrew still lives here. So, but it's never bothered us. We can still get down. My dad's sister is younger, like 10 years younger than him. So she's about like 81 now, I think. and she's supposed to come down and visit.
Sorry, Pips.
What?
Yeah, he goes on walks. Not as big as he was going on them.
Name a
but
country for an edit. Zimbabwe. Does that work? Morocco.
Why are you all trying to make him and you all a celebrity?
I don't know. Or was that what we're doing? Have Mark come and stay.
Jackie,
You
I
can take a
have,
couple
I have
days
no
away.
idea what that means.
At some point, like I have to have Mark and my sister
Congrats,
come
Benji.
down together if we're going to go away for days. Yeah, Marcia, absolutely. I couldn't do it without a supportive wife. You couldn't do this. It's impossible. It's true. I try and sleep when Ed sleeps, but the guy goes to bed at 6 o'clock. I just can't go to bed at 6 o'clock. And the sad thing is, he sleeps like 4 hours, till 10, like right about when I'm ready to go to bed. And then he starts getting up all night long.
Brittany, tips for being a stay-at-home mom. Patience. You lose your sanity. Just find something you can do to let go.
TikTok.
Well, I didn't have TikTok when I was a stay-at-home mom.
Would we consider, my dad wouldn't qualify for assisted living. At Tyler, they would put him in what's called locked memory care. And
Bye, ballerina.
if we had no choice, that's what you do. We're trying to avoid that for as long as we can, hopefully forever. But we have no plans to put him in assisted or memory care. He'd have to take a turn where we couldn't do it anymore. So hopefully that's never going to happen. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. My wife is 49.
Liam, it's very
Grandpa
hard
8.
for me because I want to rage. I want to rage.
My dad walked a
Angry
lot.
rage.
What are you talking about?
Liam asked me a question and how I don't want to go crazy with the idiots on here.
I didn't even see him. We have not eaten yet. We don't eat till we get off. And once we get off, it's kind of like a crazy session around here. We're running around the kitchen trying to eat. Andrew's walking around.
It is, Jolene. It's hard. Any caregiving is hard, whether it's dementia, Alzheimer's, a loved one that's mentally ill or physically.
He's fine in NR. He's sleeping right now, but he's doing really well since the fall. He's recovered quite a bit. What are we going to eat? I have some Del Taco in there. Normally I try and eat a salad, eat healthy. It's Friday night and there's some Del Taco, some chicken tacos, I suspect.
How many bean burritos did you get?
There's plenty. 6 and 6.
I'm going to have a salad and a bean burrito.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm excited.
Thank you, Chester. I appreciate that.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
1, 2, 3, 4. You owe me a Coke.
Tony, we will. It's not. I don't think we were gonna have ever any regrets. It's hard.
Robbie should never win a casino.
Not true. I've won several times.
Several out of like several thousand. So she won 3 times. She's been there 5,000 times. You do the math.
I do cook, Stu. Thank you. People selling tamales. Yeah.
We like tamales.
Dan likes Rubio's. I don't like Rubio's
I
as
do like
much, but
Rubio's.
Dan, they go to.
My mom likes it. It was close to my mom's house.
Ed was a healthy eater.
Me, and my mom,
so.
and my dad, we eat at Rubio's a lot.
Casinos are the best.
Jamport, we don't eat a
Thanks.
lot of
Thanks.
Taco Bell. Like when I buy my dad lunch,
Doses.
oftentimes I'll buy a couple of extra items and,
Tamales.
and I'll eat one item later that night or something, but we don't eat a lot of fast food. We eat a lot of Togos, I guess that's fast food, but sandwiches type thing, but not real unhealthy.
Oh, Jacqueline, that's hard. Taco Bell bean burritos are the best.
They're pretty good.
I like Jim Boy's. I do, Judy. I think Jim Boy's is good.
Arby's, Mike, I'm all for Arby's.
I do go, Robbie, Sky River is really close to us, so I go to Sky River because it's close.
I have one account, Madge. This is it. This is my account on TikTok.
Do we have a Texas Roadhouse? Do we still have it?
Green
I love
sauce or red
Chipotle.
sauce?
I just had Chipotle yesterday, and I was super excited when they brought the carne asada back. Love the carne asada there.
Jim Boy's is good too. I've never had their French fries.
Chicken burgers. Harvey's, like the casino.
Horseshoe for 17, 2 tuna fish. Where is it? Do we have a horseshoe around here?
What's a horseshoe?
How you doing, Union City? Out by the city, San Francisco. For when I say the city, when you someone in Northern California that says the city, they're referring to San Francisco, and they're probably old school too. Because when you're older people don't refer to San Francisco as Frisco or SA, they refer to it as the city.
Pookie, I get a bowl with rice and beans.
Pamela, we were not. My parents were not. There was not a lot of religion pushed.
We don't have ducks. They're down the road.
Not a lot.
Arby's. Ugh. Hi, Eileen. I don't know how you guys eat the Arby's.
Thank you, Kesha. Is that Kesha? I mean, Kesha the singer, who I love.
Why are you speaking in Swedish, Galaxy?
Jim Boy's is good, and they'll talk. Oh, you guys are making me hungry.
Oh my god, I love Chipotle. I down my Chipotle. I love it.
Chipotle is can be they have some healthy items in there.
Beef and salads. Ugh.
We don't have
I don't bake. Lean. Claim jumper. God.
Claim jumpers.
I used to eat there a lot during soccer tournaments.
Yeah, our friends love the claim jumper, the Le Mans.
Chipotle can be hit or miss. I agree.
It can, and
Jim
you can't eat Chipotle too much because it starts to taste the same. Oh, man, I'm getting hungry. Beef and cheddar. People are
Binions.
Yeah, Binions Horseshoe in Vegas. That's what I was thinking of. I've never been to Rhode Island.
Grandpa went to bed. Yeah. He gets to bed about 6 o'clock during the week.
It used to be 7, but with the time change, it got bumped down to 6.
Also, Hard Rock. I've never been. You mean in Tahoe, or
they got one in San Francisco and in Sacramento too. They have a Hard Rock restaurant and I think a casino, Indian casino somewhere around. KFC coleslaw is the best. Mm-hmm. I oftentimes will go to KFC and just buy 2 large coleslaws.
We have a twin. Not in Elk Grove, but there is a Twin Peaks in Sacramento. Yeah. Wendy's. I like the baked potato and the chili.
What would you like to know about my dad? I'll answer
Jim Boy's is like a burrito place. Greasy. It's like fried.
Grandpa does interact with the animals every day, and they're pretty good with them. I mean, he has never fallen over an animal. They're pretty good with them, and he does interact with them. He likes the dogs more than the cats. He gets scratched a lot because like a cat will be under his bed and he'll try and grab it out or something, and he gets scratched, but he likes the animals, I think. Where's the beef? Wendy's is good.
Bojangles is not in California.
An apple or an air freshener? Would you rather have an apple? I'd rather have an apple. Oh, Gina, you're in SF and your mom and your daughter moved 2 hours away to Elk Grove. It's not a bad commute. You visit, you just write down 80, 2 hours, you're there. Just don't go during rush hour.
Jaeger.
Nick,
I would
thanks
have to
for
go
the
with
follow.
peppermint schnapps.
Someone says a question about Manscaped. I missed it.
Yeah. Somebody said, what's the deal with Manscaped?
We have considered hiring a nurse. The deal with Manscaped is I'm pushing the ball trimming products, and hopefully people buy them, and Manscaped hires me to be a Manscaped guy, a Manscaped pusher, a ball pusher, ball smell, ball spray, manicuring.
Dan wants to be a ball handler.
I've always been fascinated with balls. And how better to explore that fascination than to partner with Manscaped.
Ooh, Ryan, that's my favorite time to go to Tahoe. That's our anniversary weekend, the Lake Tahoe Golf Celebrity.
Habit is awesome, Robbie. That is one of my favorite places. Is the Habit for burgers. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh, you did, Cody? Ugh, we get that.
Alpine Beer Man, yep. That it is sales, and even though I went into law, my undergrad was marketing. I'm going to definitely take some video on Christmas. Now, when we have the entire family over, I'll take some video, but I don't go crazy because I don't want to interfere with the family occasion, right, or make people uncomfortable or different. But I will definitely get some video on Christmas with the family, especially the family that wants to get in. A lot of them like to get in the video, so.
We watched Mad Men.
She did a fat stomach video today. Who? You did a fat stomach
I
video?
did. I showed my fat stomach.
Yeah, it's so fat. My favorite beer, I'm starting to
Oh,
like
Robbie,
this
I'm
Coors
there.
Banquet stuff.
Robbie, I'm there almost every couple
This stuff
weeks
right here,
with
not
my
bad,
neighbor.
Not bad.
Dan will not go to the casino, Robbie, but I go with my neighbor. I take him. He plays craps and I play the slots.
We do Christmas Eve at a friend's house, very close friends. So they have a get together, and we're kind of that's kind of our second family. So we do Christmas Eve with our second family, and we're going to do Christmas with our family here at my house.
So Robbie, let me know how I go every couple weeks with my neighbor. Robbie works at Sky River.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I go probably next week. He wants to go on Thursdays. Typically, is when we go.
The Coors Banquet is pretty good. I was never a big Coors drinker ever, but my son brought home these banquet things, and they're not bad.
Ryan, it's my favorite time to be there. It's my favorite time to be in Tahoe.
Danielle's family is all
you
out
work
of
in the
state.
morning?
They're in Tennessee and New York and New
We
Jersey.
don't go that early. We don't go that early.
Clint does play craps, shoot craps. That's the person she goes with, our neighbor.
Yeah,
He
Clint
plays craps.
Yeah. But we go about like 2.
Grandpa and Anal Solana, Grandpa will be here on Christmas and sleep here on Christmas. And so we're bringing everybody here, mostly for Grandpa.
I have brothers. Yeah, so Robbie, we go about 2-ish. And he's always at the casino.
My dad's has had dementia for like probably 15 years, would be
Thanks,
my
Alfredo.
guess. Real, obviously, more mild symptoms at the beginning,
Herring,
and
like
obviously
fish.
become more pronounced and pronounced and pronounced over
Her
time.
name, yeah.
Well, Grandpa's traveled. He's been to every
gorgeous.
50, all 50 states.
Because Dan doesn't enjoy the casino anymore.
I don't work. I don't practice law. I don't have guaranteed income,
Thunder Valley's
so
like
I'm
45
not
minutes
comfortable gambling. It's just that simple. You gamble. If you have excess that you can lose and you're comfortable losing, it's
sure.
fine to gamble. Until I have more of a sure thing and I know that I'm comfortable the rest of my life, I'm just not comfortable gambling.
Hi, Tammy. Herring.
The
Yeah,
kids will
is
all
that
be home for
fish?
Christmas. What's the Arctic chair? Why social media? Because it's taken off for us. I don't remember your name, but we started on social media just during COVID, and then my dad blew the channel up, and it created a lot of opportunity for us to do what we're doing and do some really good things, hopefully. And it's given me an opportunity to put my poetry out and other things.
Not anymore, Mike.
It's been a wonderful thing for us. We got really lucky with my dad.
Any advice on taking the LSAT?
I would study the material from the people that do the LSAT. I wouldn't waste any money on outside courses. Just take the practice tests from the material that you get from that organization. I don't
Thanks,
remember
Ray.
what they are anymore, but get their study material, take practice tests, and spend most of your time on the games.
Step in
Because that's what you can
huge
change. It's hard to change your reading comprehension, things like that you've developed over the first 25 years of your life or 20 years of your life, but you can learn the game section. So concentrate on the game section, which is like, Joe's mother's sister's
I don't know what beetroot mayonnaise
aunt,
either. Sounds good.
second cousin, that kind of thing, where you learn how to diagram and solve those problems.
What's a beetroot?
Maureen,
Yeah, thank you,
bless
Elizabeth.
you for
Stu,
working with
don't be rude.
Alzheimer's.
Herring is a white fish, Stu.
Yeah, we do show my oldest daughter. She's on some videos if she wants to be in. My brother Adam, he's not. He's probably the brother I see the least. So if he shows up, he clearly, he's not against being in a video, so when I'm with Adam, you might see him in a video. I just don't see him a lot to film him a lot. Grandpa's in bed right now. Herring and rye bread. Was there ever a big case? You mean like a media case? I had some cases that made the news. You know, I think I had a horse spiking case where somebody spiked the horse with some kind of
But I want to know what
enhancer,
mayo
and then
is,
bet on the horse, and then that made a lot, and a few other cases, but nothing. You know, I'm not Johnny Cochran.
Beetroot mayo, Galaxy. Tell me what that is.
Gigi Zach's doing his social media. You know, he's a millennial or whatever his generation is. So, you know, he's on the IG and
Michael, that sounds yummy.
I work with him on social media. I hope he likes it, so I hope he's successful.
Can one of the moderators? Never mind.
What are you doing?
You want to read that? Read what she said. You want me to keep her?
I mean, you can delete the comment. It's just calling you a Jap.
Yeah, and it's rude. So she's gonna get reported for bullying. That was ugly. Don't be ugly. Yikes. And why not? Why not, Stepan? You know, like if you can do it, why not? I reported her. I don't like ugliness like that. And there's a lot of reasons why we don't share, you know, certain things, and that's one of them, because people are freaking ugly and nasty. We do have a pet pig. Yeah. Thanks, Les. I don't tolerate that.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, Karen, thank you. Thanks, Cookie. How old is the pig? She's gonna be 9 in February.
Which one of my brothers were I close to? Is that question? If that question is to me, at first I shared a room with Adam, so I was always closest with my brother Adam. And then, you know, at different times, like when I was playing football, my brother Mark was a big football player. We were close. When I was playing tennis, I was with Dave. But now, you know, with sharing with my dad, and Mark helps us, and he's in town. I'm probably closest with Mark. My sister lives 40 minutes away, but we're all fairly close. I have a close family, a tight-knit family. I really do.
Oh, Shirley, I love the pigs.
Thanks for the share. I appreciate that. Kiam.
Donna, I'm Mrs. dsal NorCal, so just added Mrs. to his
Scott
name.
Peterson was not far.
And then in the mornings, I do a live on Mrs. dsal NorCal 3.
Scott Peterson was like just down the road, and Garagos was his lawyer. I didn't think he did a great job.
Bree, thank
He's
you. That's nice.
I respect him as a lawyer, and I probably wouldn't say it to his face, but
I have brothers, and I see them once a year typically. But one's just married, and one's got a really hard. I don't know if it's gonna happen every year like we used to. Why do you do that?
I don't know.
It's really annoying.
I'm sorry. I'll blow it the other way.
Lord.
It's like I burp. I can't help but blow there. That's what happens when you're married for 26 years.
No, it's fucking rude.
My dad was married. I don't know how long they were married, Mama. I think maybe, I don't know, like 15 or 20 years. So it was a long time. What else? She does a lot besides her morning lives and take care of my dad. She does all the housework. She cooks. She does yard work. She does quite a bit. I mean, she drives me crazy running around working. Scott Peterson was like Central Valley, but I think he disposed of the body in the Bay. So he was traveling to the Bay Area. Are you shaking your head at something?
Leslie. Thanks, Francis.
Born 1932. That's exactly right.
I try to keep a nice house. It's really difficult.
Yeah, She did good, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, she did her job with the kids, right? She did what I couldn't do at the time with the kids, so I'm eternally grateful for that. There's lots of clients I wouldn't take on, especially now. I mean, now it's really I don't even take new clients at all. But the longer I went in my practice, the more particular I got about clients that I would take. Some clients who come in, I didn't matter how much money they had. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to spend. I'm not going to dedicate the next 2 years of my life to deal with this person. So yeah, I became more and more particular. The more I could financially, the more I could become particular. I did.
Well, people have asked too.
Trust. Mostly, the
Didn't
answer
you
to
say
that
it
usually
depends?
a trust.
Didn't you say something? It depends on how many assets you have.
Well, I mean, right. It obviously depends on how much a probate's going to cost you. If you own real property and you live in California, I can say almost with certainty, a trust is a better way to pass your property.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of client cases do I prefer? What I really preferred were easy, cases that didn't cause me stress. Someone who got picked up for a DUI or something, they're all, do the best you can, or this or whatever, and they weren't like, that person violated my rights, that's why I did. You can, a lawyer can really put themselves under by bringing on too many difficult clients. If you're going to be a true lawyer, if you're really going to represent your client, you got to be careful of who you represent. And I kind of realized that later on as I was going. And would I have taken OJ? Gigi, I worked for the LADA's office while OJ was being prosecuted. Would I have taken OJ at that time? I mean, later in my career, when I was Johnny Cochran's age, no. I wouldn't have, because who cared? I didn't have any aspirations to become a Johnny Cochran. So no, I probably would not have taken OJ unless it was really early in my career when I was still kind of, just thinking, I have to get the biggest cases I can and have the biggest cases and do whatever. Probably, other than the first 5 years of my career, I probably would not have taken an OJ type case.
Pat, Grandpa doesn't really get up early. He's just up all night long.
Lost son Sims. I'm not sure what you're asking.
You're
if you could rephrase that. A defense attorney, yes, Kat. I thought I thought OJ was guilty. I thought it was probably one of the strongest cases ever put on by prosecution. I met Gil Garcetti. Yep. I've not met his son, but I did meet Gil, and it was a very strong case. But it also had the defense was also strong, and you had the primary investigating officer, Furman, who got caught in a lie on the stand, big lie, and there was already skepticism about among some of those jurors about how on the level the LAPD was, and it fucked the case up. Gil Garcetti fucked that case up by having it downtown, where you had a much more diverse jury than if you had held that out the Santa Monica courthouse. You would have had probably, and this is nothing racial, right? You would have had 12 white jurors. He would have been convicted. But the African American community was very skeptical and is still skeptical, and probably with a lot of reason to be really skeptical or believe the LAPD at that time. And again, this is 25 years ago.
Caroline, thanks.
I don't know about Chris Watts and the Colorado murders. I don't know enough.
Good night, user.
Oh, jury service. That's great. I encourage all of you to go sit on a jury. The worst case I've ever done. Like I said, one case that changed my life was a rape, child rape, and it was down in San Joaquin County. It was a defendant that ended up getting 8 years for just some god awful conduct that I can't even think about. I have 2 daughters, so that's the case that kind of changed me and stopped me from just taking any case. If you got the money, you got a lawyer. I stopped that after that case. So the guy got 8 years for a horrific crime, and I went and interviewed the victim in that case. It's what you do, and and the victim's mother, and they just didn't understand. It was just so horrible. I said, I'm not gonna do those cases anymore. And that was the last case like that I did. The kid was like 13, but she looked 9. You know, there's some 13-year-olds look 18. This girl looked 9, and it was a really tough case. And I do not speak Spanish.
My neighbor's a John Deere fan, so he gives me his hand-me-downs. Dan worked in the public defender's office, right?
No, I did not work in the public defender's office. I worked in
DA.
the DA's office.
DA's.
Not the public defender. I would, and I recommend, and I think it's a wonderful thing. Daryl Brooks, I saw that. That was
He
it.
loves John Deere.
I think that, you know, people that work in the public defender's office are doing God's work. They're doing George Washington's work. They're doing John Adams' job. That's what the founding fathers foresaw, is that we had protections, we had due process, and the public defenders are the overseers of due process for 95% of Americans that are charged with a crime. So what I think the most important legal law firm in any state, county, whatever, is the public defender's office. Gerald Brooks, I think the judge did great. They handled it great. You let him talk, you let him do his thing, and then you convicted him based on the evidence.
There's a couple people who want advice on law school and what they should do going to law school.
Like, what, law school? I mean,
No. Just like advice on going to law. Our daughter's in law school right now and she's loving it. So
I mean, go and have a good time. Don't get caught up in all the bullshit. You just go. It's like college. It's a continuation of college. You're gonna learn what you're gonna learn. You'll learn enough to get through, pass the bar, and then learn how to be a lawyer once you graduate. Don't get caught up in all the bullshit in law school and all the, you know, people killing themselves, worried about passing. Go to law school, enjoy it, read the cases. As long as you read the cases, you'll be fine.
Hannah's going to go into psychology. She's going to be a social worker.
Stanford is so affordable. Yeah. You go to Stanford and, you know, you get out, and for the next 15 years, you're paying off your student debt.
I personally think Jennifer's going to stay in the law firm she's at right now.
How long you do of school? I had college, which is 4 years. It took me like 7, but it's supposed to be 4 years of college and then 3 years of law school.
She's waiting to get into her master's.
Jesse, foster parenting can be a great thing to do. You know, for the good foster parents, it is. The entire society owes a debt of gratitude to good foster parents. Because what's going to happen with those kids if you're not there?
She would have never done a baby bar. That's not our daughter.
Melissa, a common law is part of American law. Most of it's been codified right now, or, you know, codified just means they wrote it out and passed it in the state house and made it a law. Were we each other's first relationship? I think I was more hers, but she was my first love, you know, first person I ever loved, and then only person for that matter. Would you work uncalmed? Not sure what that is. Sure. The Menendez brothers, Sway Mommy, that is an interesting case. I mean, obviously everyone, you know, they brutally murdered their parents, but those kids were abused. They were abused by their father really bad. So it's a much more complicated case than appears on its face. Would I work on cold cases? Maybe. You know, especially if you know, if I'm completely retired and nothing going on, maybe that's. Yeah, Adrian, the Menendez brothers were they are, you know, they were just vilified, like as bad as anybody could be vilified. But they had, you know, there was stuff going on. That's.
Yeah, Christine.
Ow. Who's Hannah Payne? I'm not sure who that is. I think Alex Murdoch is guilty.
I think-
He's guilty of everything.
think,
You name it, he's guilty of it.
Yeah, I don't mind Jennifer going. I don't think he cares. You know, it's about her being happy and enjoying what she's doing. And
Melissa, you're just
and so far, she loves what she's doing, and she loves her law firm she works at. And I think that's all that we want for our child.
What's the Turpin family? I knew Bernie Turpin, the guy who's written songs for Elton. I don't think I have any clients in prison right now. At this day, I do not believe I have any clients that are still in prison. Good question, though.
No, we don't want a kitten.
I do want a kitten.
Mm-mm.
We just talked about the OJ case, but guys, we've been on for over
Snatches.
what, for over no we're coming up be 2 hours and for an hour and 50 minutes, and I'm starving. Are you hungry? And Danielle's quieted down. I can tell when she hits it. So we're gonna head off. Thank you so much for today. Please, a quick follow would be appreciated. Watch the video. Buy a Manscaped product using the code dsal20. Watch the video. Buy something good. Let me know about it. And you guys have a wonderful Friday.
Bye, guys. Good night. Hope you guys had a great night. My butt is cramping. I'll see y'all in the morning. Ow. Anyway, love you guys.
Take care, everyone.